All right, test 1 2 3, test 1 2 3. That's working. That's working. Hope you guys are all having a good day. Happy to be back. Loki's excited as well. Oh, Loki. Oh, he's looking for his toy, but he's here. I promise. I promise. Loki. Up. Up. Oh, look at you being a good boy. Oh yeah. You almost got it. Ah. All right, one more time. 1 2 3. Go. Good boy. Yes. All right. Hey, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing well. I'm happy to be back from Vegas. It was a long trip. My legs are tired. My feet are tired. I believe at this point my feet are kind of mashed into pulp because when I walk, all I can feel is like the front bone and the backbone, which means I need to get better shoes and less dressy shoes when I go out to expos because my feet got torn the hell up. But anyway, happy to see all of you guys again here. I'm happy to have Loki back with me. He's not on the ranch no more. We're going to be talking about a whole host of stuff today. Most of it's, of course, going to just be honed in around cryptocurrency. My voice is a little bit raspy because I've been talking for the past few days straight with a whole bunch of meetings and little parties, which have been really, really fun. We'll talk about those. But I do got some tea. I was almost late for the stream because I was brewing this tea. You can see the nice little steam coming off of it. But I lost my little tea, loose leaf tea holder. So instead, I found some of my old reusable Keurig tops. I don't know if you guys can see them in there. And so I got my reusable Keurig tops in there, and we're gonna see if it actually stews some good tea. I got ginger lemon today, so it should be really good. Loose leaf tea from a place in downtown Seattle called Perennial Tea or something like that. So it should be pretty fun. From what I understand, usually this is most of the how do I say this? Most of the time, this is when I myself am streaming. There might be maybe one or two other people streaming in the crypto world on YouTube during this time, from at least from the United States, right? However, I believe you're going to see a lot of people looking, a lot of streamers on tonight, which will make this kind of one large YouTube crypto party, which would be kind of fun to see. So don't be afraid if you want to migrate to other channels. Other people are going to be migrating in here, I guarantee it, and kind of just see what everybody else's opinions are. Rarely do we all have this time where we can all be like, hey, you know, I see what Michael thinks, but what does Tom think? What does CryptoFace think? What does Crypto Lifer think? What does Benjamin Cohen think? You know, it'll be kind of fun to see what everybody thinks. So don't be afraid of rotating in and out, and we'll see how this goes. I got the music on. I got my tea going over here. Happy to see all of you guys. Multi-stacker, Luca, Cesari, Iron Bear, Double O Wolf, Discount, Crypto Ricky. Happy to see you guys. I know the drought is over. Guys, you have no idea how tired I was in Vegas every single night. Saturday night was me getting there, right? And then there was talking and do a whole bunch of work for Opus Clip. Then a nightclub event to which I was up there till like maybe 2 o'clock in the morning at Live Nightclub in Fontainebleau. Don't ever go to that one. It's not a good one. I actually didn't like that one at all. Sunday, there was another club event at... Was there a club event on Saturday? I'm not entirely sure. I will figure that out. No, there was a club event, I believe, at Marquee Nightclub, or that could have been Monday. Regardless, Marquee Nightclub at Cosmopolitan, one of my new favorites. I like that one a lot. Had dinner with a few YouTubers, which were really, really cool. I met a guy named Sean Kelly, a really informative guy and just a chill guy to hang out with. He was pretty chill. James, a whole bunch of people from YouTube, a whole bunch of people just kind of in the business world of expos, which was really, really fun. And a great time. But again, there was I went to there was 3 dedicated club nights for the event. I went to all 3. I was pretty much dead. And that's after the 9 to 5 expo day. Plus there's these after parties that happen right after the expo day. And then you hurry up and you get changed, you grab some dinner, which has to be light. Then you go clubbing, and then you're just kind of dead after that. So I'm exhausted, but the halving is happening. The halving is happening. So we're going to be having a good time here. And hey, Shane, Macro, Carl, happy to see you guys as well. Smash some like buttons, please do, everybody. This is gonna be a big, big day here. You're gonna see a lot of volatility today. It should be pretty fun. We'll go over the charts here in a second, but I just want to say happy to be back. It's been a long one here. I do plan on most likely going to more expos here the next few months. That'll be pretty interesting to see how I can try to navigate those waters here. But again, a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of tea to be drank. I didn't bring any cigars because my throat's a little raspy. Not like in pain or anything, but raspy. So I want to make sure that's protected. So I want to stream today, tomorrow, the day after, and so forth here. And today's stream already is going to be a much longer one. All right, so here we go. A little bit of an update change. You guys are going to see, over there is now a temporary Bitcoin halving countdown. 37 minutes, 25 seconds ish or about, and we're good to go. Okay, so it's happening really, really fast. It's based off of this website right here from Crypto Whale, or Watcher.guru, excuse me, and you can see all of the blocks being mined and mined and mined. We are very, very close. Blocks remaining is approximately 6 blocks. That's not approximately, and so we're really close. All right, very, very close. The price of Bitcoin, as we all know over here, or you can see it right there on Robinhood's account, 63,594. Still moving around a little bit, but of course, we have some good moves here. We also going to be looking at what's been happening in the market since I've been gone. I'm just going to say I've been pretty much gone for the whole week. You know, I think the last time I streamed was past Friday, so it's pretty much been a whole week since I've been here with you guys. Overall, it's been volatile, but there hasn't been much of a move here. Middle East is really just messing things up for us as a whole. You know, we've had inflation causing us some issues, but really every time something goes on in the Middle East, we just seem to get punished in the cryptocurrency markets and in the stock market a little bit, but primarily the cryptocurrency markets are causing a bit of pain, because I do think while Bitcoin technicals are getting more bearish or neutral, however you want to put it, there's still lots of hope that by the end of the year, Bitcoin's at 100,000, 120,000, etc. But we need to get that environment better. We need to be in a better environment where we aren't worrying about what's happening between Iran and Israel, or Hamas and Israel, or Ukraine and Russia. I don't know how we move past that, but if we do move past it, that's going to be a great environment for Bitcoin and all of our altcoins to thrive. Because if you look at this right here, last 7 days, Bitcoin's been down 5%, Ethereum down 5.5%. That's not actually terrible. You know, we've seen whole days where Bitcoin's crashing down 5, 6, 7%. For Bitcoin just to be down overall the last 7 days, I'm not that mad about it. I think we start to see more concern is what's been happening over the last 30 days, kind of this drop that we've been seeing, right? In this case, we've seen Bitcoin down about, well, it's kind of fluctuating here a little bit, but down 6%. It's fluctuating down 6% for the last 30 days. Ethereum is down 3.3%. I think this is actually a little bit different. Refresh, and then let's see if CoinMarketCap gets it figured out. CoinMarketCap may be having issues, because I bet there's people refreshing this all the time to get more information on what's happening with the halving here. This one says 34 minutes left, the same pretty much as the Watcher Guru one. Okay, a little bit more mixed here, but you can see Solana down 26%, XRP down 17%, Dogecoin still up 19% for the last 30 days. That could be because of that big pop we had earlier on. Toncoin up 60%, ADA down 20%, Sheep down 9%. And you can see some mixed results here, but a lot more red than green. In fact, let's go over here to Fairdesk. We haven't checked this for a minute, and I will be doing some dollar cost averaging here a little bit later. Let me log into my account here. Google. Log in. Oh, there we go. Log in. There we go. Okay. Oh, you guys can't see it here, but basically, we're down a lot for our dollar cost averaging. The only thing that's up right now is True. Everything else is down, and we are currently down about $1,070 at this point in time. Now, I'm still holding on. I still have, what, $845 as an available balance. There's no way, even if all of these go down to zero, it looks like that, or there's probably some way I could be liquidated from here, but it's very, very small. It's not even giving me liquidation prices for any of these particular trades. So we're down a lot. The biggest trade down so far is going to be, it looks like Ape Token or Ethereum. Lena, anything else? Not really. SLP is down a little bit. The ones with the higher leverages, it looks like so far. Not terrible, but pretty bad moves. In fact, Sand right now is down a lot. Look at the average. This is usually something where we say, okay, well, yeah, let's dollar cost average that up a little bit here, where I can maybe add about $50 in there. Go long. And that could possibly move this down just enough. There we go. Well, I feel more comfortable about some of these averages, but I haven't had a chance to do this in a while. So we'll put this to the side now. I'll open up Bitcoin on here, so when I come back, I'll be just aware of what's going on there. There we go. Okay. And now we can kind of talk about what's going on here, because again, there's a lot to talk about. So we've pretty much been moving sideways for the past month or so. It's April 19th. You could actually say about a month and a half we've been going for the most part sideways. You guys can see a pretty general trend right now. That could be something more like this, where we kind of have this high zone up here, this low zone, sideways. The worst thing that could really happen right now is if we do break down below $59,000, that would start to bring us crashing down towards $54,000, $55,000 and really give Bitcoin a pretty local high here, in which case we have to come back down for a while, consolidate, do a whole bunch of stuff, and hope that we have the momentum to continue moving back up in the long term here, going into the summer months, autumn, fall, whatever you want to call it, then up to winter here. So far we've been doing a very good day holding. If I go over here to this 4-hour chart, you'll see we've been down here a few times and we've managed to get back up. We've seen Israel and Hamas, Israel and Iran causing some of these big drops here, especially last night and whatnot. But overall, we've been managing to hold. This is good for now. I'm happy to see what's happening at this point, that we managed to hold. You guys would recall I was talking about doing a lot of day trading and trading on the 1-hour charts over the past few days, and those seem to have been working best. The 4-hour breakouts and such have not been the best of moves. Just because, again, we really haven't had a bullish system set up yet. We just had one just recently. It looks like earlier in the day, around last night around 9 p.m. And even still, it hasn't been able to have that big move. And that's really because, again, we have that death cross here. This is going to be a very, very important thing to see. Typically, after we do make those all-time highs, we do have that death cross. Bitcoin does come back down quite a bit. I'm hoping that because we haven't had the halving, all of this has happened pre-halving, even if it's by just a few minutes. Yeah, pretty much, yeah, right? Hopefully we can still find a way to get out of this. Typically, like we've talked about before, when we do have these all-time highs, we do have these death crosses here, I typically am not excited about where Bitcoin goes. I'm hoping that this time is going to be different here. It's going to make it more hard. I've only been doing my dollar cost averaging. I haven't opened up any new swing trades here. I'm pretty much choosing to be patient on the swing trade thing. I do have exposure, but it's those 2x and 3x longs that we just talked about with Fairdesk. I'm doing stuff like that, but not necessarily that large capital swing trade where I want to hold on for a few weeks. It's a bunch of smaller capital trades, and I'm hoping they just overall move up. It's typically something like a Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and for a little bit more spice, I added an Ocean Protocol. That's giving me my little bit more a risk, if you will. And altcoins as a whole, not just, Ethereum, they're all going to be a risky thing to be buying at this point in time. Now, if you go over here to the weekly chart, you could already see the RSI has gone negative. I'm not too concerned about this. I'm actually pretty happy about, as far as the weekly chart and the daily chart, we're starting to get out of that overbought territory. That could be something nice. We'll wait and see. But of course, here the MACD, we're about to turn negative sometime over the next couple weeks. So Bitcoin's going to have to pop up here sometime, well, starting tomorrow, really, next week, excuse me, if we do want to see these moves happening. On the daily chart here, check this out. RSI isn't as hot as it was before. We're getting over here to a little bit of support from RSI. Last time we were here, I know it's not the best look. Let me squeeze this down. Let's squeeze this up. Right. It was way down here, right after the Bitcoin ETF. We had a little bit of a blunder, but we still managed to carry on the day. So there's more signs saying we're probably bearish to neutral at this point. Bearish neutral is the way I would probably characterize it. However, let's move this back down so I stay sane here. I don't think we have to be all doom and gloom about this. I think we have to just wait to see what happens over the next few days, if we can really hold this $59,000 level, and if maybe we can have some tame news coming from the Middle East. Because all I hear about on CNBC, Fox Business these days is basically that we don't know when we're going to be having interest rate cuts. Now into September, everybody's saying maybe we're not going to have them at all this year. I think we're going to have them at all this year. We're going to have some this year, just because something's either going to break, or I believe we may have an upside or a downside inflation expectation, which could be good news, which means instead of being at 3.4% or something, it comes at 3.2%. I think that could possibly give us a boost. So again, a lot of stuff here. Short-term Bitcoin, not really a lot happening here. You can see what happened with the retaliation attempt last night with the Iran and Israel. That caused some chaos here. Oil prices jumped up a little bit. Take a look at oil prices right there. kind of shows you everything you need to know, but you can see how everything kind of stabilized. I would say overall that's going to be good news here, but just a lot of volatility around that. Over the next few hours, Bitcoin is looking a little more bearish here. We have had a breakout. We've had some buy signals primarily starting to get kicking off here on the 4-hour chart. That's what I like to see. But because the halving is coming in here, just be more mindful of what you guys have open as far as your trades, whether it's a long or short. The halving is definitely going to lead to some volatility, not just like, you know, the few minutes around it. Really, it's going to be tomorrow and the day after, really going into this weekend. That's where you're going to see some pretty large moves. They may be very good, they may be very bad, but they are going to be happening. So you guys really have to keep track of what's going on here, okay? Now, as far as everything else going on, let's pull off some of the oscillators and let's just focus on Ethereum and some of the other stuff. Ethereum looks just like Bitcoin. Oscillator's still the same way, but you can see we're in a downtrend. We're trying to get out of this downtrend. We're having a lot of issues here, lower lows, lower highs. We'll figure it out, but by no means are we in like a, wow, this is a great buying opportunity, unless you're looking for something of a long-term play. If you're looking out for a day trade or something like that, it's possible here, but you're probably going to have to hold this not just for a day. You're probably going to have to hold this for maybe 3 to 4 days for that good profit to return. We're on the fence here. I'm on the fence here about this one. Solana, a lot of other plays right now, a lot of downtrends, clear breakdown here. Lower highs, lower lows. Everything is just looking a little bit nastier at this point in time. I think there's still some hope, don't get me wrong, but let's go over here to the daily chart. We're going to have to find a way to break out of these trends. For this one, I mean, this may take like a full-on month before Solana has a really big move here. Not terrible, again, not like something catastrophic, but that time is basically going to be taken by people that want to dollar cost average now, assuming that they believe that Bitcoin is going to be going up towards, you know, 80,000, 90,000, whatever. And that will give the case for things like Solana and all the tokens we talk about, say, to be honest, having that breakout. But that breakout probably isn't happening in April. We may have some volatility, of course, that may be pretty good, but you might have to wait until maybe May or June for something like this. Some tokens have fallen down a lot more than other ones. Now, it's not like a bad thing. It just means there are better buying opportunities. Like, I'm going to be dollar cost averaging into Solana this week. That's what I'm doing because it's fallen down a lot. I haven't had a chance to look at the charts as much as I wanted to because I was down in Vegas, but I still think there's some good stuff here. Dogecoin, similar, except for Dogecoin has higher lows here with a little bit of it there, but you can see right now, Dogecoin's looking like that. Hopefully we can make some moves, or you could in fact say Dogecoin looks like this, right? I don't necessarily like the way these patterns look, so I usually keep it the other way because most of you guys are going to be looking to day trade something like this or swing trade something like this. Let's try to match point to point to point. I know it's a little bit off, but you guys are going to be looking to trade this breakout, not the breakout that's way up here, right? You guys will just be happy for along for the ride at that point. Things like Bonk, other meme tokens out there, they've been kind of doing their own thing. Miro's down a whole bunch. Baby Doge is down a lot. Bonk is down quite a bit. Whereas Shiba Inu broke down below support, came back up a little bit, but still broke down here even below the support from this day. All the way back March 3rd. So, you know, definitely not the best here. Maybe an opportunity for a breakout. But again, a lot of stuff was looking bearish. Bitcoin still looks the best out of a lot of different tokens out there. Anything else that really is drawing my eye right now? I don't think so. There we are. World token took a big hit down. Ajax took a big hit down as well. Nothing was really safe. PHA actually had a pretty decent week. That's interesting here. Fetch AI still had a pretty rough one. Not as bad as you might think though. And Amar took a pretty huge move down. This came all the way down to 17.23. Remember guys, it was up at however high this was, $54 just a few weeks ago. So a lot of volatility. RLC, a very low market cap token right now, having a nice slow move up. We're okay. This is kind of an opportunity for people that want to buy here, but I would say this is more of a dollar cost averaging opportunity. If you guys want to buy here and hold for maybe a week or two to test the waters to see if we do, you know, let me talk about Bitcoin here, do have that move that brings you right back towards the high end of that range, which you guys are really hoping for here is just a stop loss around 59,000 or 60,000, whatever one you prefer, and then just to hold the trade until that point. For altcoins, it's really just going to be that last large move or that last larger bottom. So for this example here for Bitcoin, Your stop loss is all the way down here at 59,583. Maybe not down here at 59,000, but you get the point. Ethereum stop loss is going to be down here. Dogecoin stop loss down here. Miro stop loss can be down here, or can be down here. Either one would work. I'd probably just have it right here, just because I always get paranoid about some of these ones that can have really large drops in a short amount of time. Shiba Inu could be down here, or it could be down here. Either one works. BNB could be right here, or it could be right here. I'd probably just have it right here. That's what you guys are looking at right now, if you guys are making those trades. If you guys don't have the ability to do stop losses, just protect yourself. It's not gonna, you know, and get ready for some volatility. That's what the big thing here. Volatility is incoming, and you guys do not want to miss this one. There we go. And hey, Ken, happy to see you, man. I'm doing pretty well. Please split screen time, T5 blocks and dripping. Let's see. I mean, you have the countdown on the side. I can't do the split screen and stuff like that. It doesn't look proper. And actually, it's not 5 anymore. It's actually 4. What do you call 4 blocks? Yeah, to the halving right here. So it's getting there. Don't worry. If you want to, maybe we can. No, I'm not even going to try to do that. Let's see. And I've been riding along since 59K last night. Congratulations to you. I think Babyfish also took a similar trade to you. You guys are both making some good money here. See, bro, good evening, good evening. I know on what do you call it too, they have everybody's talking about on X at this point in time. I think it was actually ranked number 5 the last time I checked. Let me just double check to see where it's at. Bulls NBA might have went down a little bit here. Bitcoin halving. It did go down a little bit. Wow. Maybe people weren't talking about it as much because they started. Oh no, you can see Watcher down here. I bet it's like Watcher Guru doing his thing. Yeah. Or Watcher Weather. I don't know. Watcher's leaving YouTube right now. I don't even know what that is. Okay, doesn't matter here. We still have it here at least. Bitcoin halving. There we go. Only 6 blocks. I mean, everybody's giving the things. Bitcoin halving is way more epic. There you go. 1 second. Oh, this has not happened yet. It hasn't happened yet. He's just front loading for views and stuff like that. The halving is near. Wizard's perspective. I don't even know what a wizard would think like. Halves giving. So yeah, we're seeing some good stuff here. Let me take a sip of this tea very fast. Actually, it's still too hot. Oh my gosh. I like having these thermoses. I bought them from QVC a long time ago. I bought a pack for myself, a pack for my mom. But they work too well. Should have put some ice cubes in there. But there we go. Here. I mean, Bitcoin's holding around 64,000 here. We got 29 minutes left. And I think once we're pretty close to this, I think once we get towards the last block, we're probably just going to be watching this and not actually any of the charting data here, which is going to be pretty interesting. I think this is more important than just watching the charts, right? So we'll keep a close eye on this one. I also have another window over here that you guys can't see, and that's also giving me some information, but basically that's controlling what you're seeing on the right hand side of the chart there. So just be forewarned, I can see a lot of stuff over here. There we go. And then Multisecond, was I wearing new threads down in Vegas? Yeah, a little bit there. I had a few new clothes. I mean, this right here is like a new shirt. It wasn't anything pricey. Like basically what I wear is going to be what you might consider like the middle class wears, like a Columbia shirt, right? Nothing fancy about it, except for it has vents on the back because it's supposed to do the moisture wicking stuff. That's about as far as fancy as I go. Maybe a few new button ups and stuff, but I still have to wait like 7 more weeks, I think it is, maybe 6 more weeks if I'm lucky, until I do my first fitting for my bespoke suit. The day I get that suit, I'm going to be wearing it for videos and stuff like that. It'll be great. Because I'm hoping to put out more content for you guys around not just cryptocurrency, but AI and what's going on there. I've done a few videos talking about it, and you guys know one of the sponsors, actually, oh, it's right there, actually, is Opus Clip. I'm going to be doing a lot more AI content because I'm just really curious to see how it's working. And plus, you know, at this expo this past few weeks, or past week, oh boy, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on right now. A lot of crazy stuff in AI, which I really, really like, especially in the broadcasting scene. So there's just a huge play out there, and I want to be part of it for sure. And plus, with my influence, I can actually do deals where I can get free stuff, which I can show you guys about. That way I don't have to pay to show you guys some new tool or something like that. You guys know how I put out all those videos about Jerome Powell and stuff like that. Like, let me go over here very fast, go to analytics, no, content. Go over here to shorts. Like, since I'm back, I started to look at all these videos I have still to post for you guys. It just keeps on going on and on and on. All these videos about Jerome Powell, Janet Yellen, what they're talking about. I've started to post all these on my TikTok account as well. And I've started to post them on Twitter. Twitter, I would say, is a little bit less elegant. But it is what it is. I wonder, instead of having a countdown clock, I wonder if it's better just to have this blocks remaining right there. That way you guys can see it. I think that's what I'll do. And then I think that's what I'll do for now. Instead of having the timer, I'll just have that on there so you guys can see how many blocks are there until remaining. And we can all see the price live right there along with it. I have to make this a little bit more precise though, from just so live isn't it a little bit? There we go. Floor box target 84,000 or 840,000, 64,000 live. Okay, yeah, about that should work out pretty well. But yeah, it was a really, really fun trip. I didn't really take many pictures there, but I met a lot of cool people. One of the chillest people I met there was probably James. I don't think you guys would know James just because like I don't think he does a whole bunch of stuff on YouTube. But the guy is just one of the most chill guys I ever did meet. Slowest clock ever? Yeah, well that's because we're all very, very we're all really, really excited about it, right? We're all super excited to see what happens here with the halving. Let me put this over here very fast. Could I put this up there? There we are. Should do a little better. Yeah, no worries. Well, just like a full box remain. The first of those due any second. I'm still looking at 4 over here. I'm gonna have to be looking all over the place here, but let's go over here to X. Maybe the latest. Countdown to a new crypto era. Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Did I see a company, Creative Technologies? Let me see. Let me see what they are. I mean, I pretty much went to a lot of different booths there, so let me see. What do these guys look like? Did they have a booth at NAB? Let me see. I didn't stop at the booth, but I walked by the booth with one of my not bosses, but one of my the company that flew me out there, one of their employees. I didn't stop there. One day your media supply chain will decide how best to monetize your content. One day is today. Ooh, this is interesting. Yeah, I didn't stop there. I kind of just kept walking. That floor looks soft because it's carpet. It's really not soft. It was freaking horrible. NAB show. Maybe I should have stopped there a little bit more. There we go. Oh, shit. Oh, no, I saw the Bitcoin halving one right here. There we are. Okay, perfect. How much you do it in YouTube in the last month? What do you mean by how much I do? Remember, guys, YouTube itself does not make me a lot of money at all. What I make money off of, I would say, is sponsorships. That's where the money really flies in. I've never been hesitant to show you guys my YouTube income. Like, you can see that I was not streaming because I was in Vegas, obviously, for the past week, and you can see that I only made about $1,166 for the last 30 days, right? Now, you can see, since I've been back, you can see our views just steadily start going up once I start posting stuff again. Oh yeah, that's fine. But yeah, I this month has been like, what, $1,200 basically. Maybe I'll just go for how much I made in February? March? It's April? Yeah, March. March is $1,900. That's a lot more than the last few months, as you can tell right there. But still, the market's been moving up a lot more. More people watch, more money. But yeah, that's about how much money I make right there. usually you can make more money in one trade than I do per month in YouTube. As much as I want to be a big YouTuber that's raking in all the money from all the sponsors and the you know, the YouTube ads that you guys all see. Remember, the one video that gets the most views for my channel is the Dogecoin stream. I purposefully took off the ads off of that so nobody had to worry about ads on that stream. On these streams, I don't have ads on them as well. So there's a lot of ways I kind of chop my feet a little bit, but I don't think I don't think it's necessarily to have the ads on these types of things, right? You can see right here it says monetization off. If I wanted to, I could turn it on by going over here and clicking on, right? And it'll say, you know, YouTube can do the ads, I can do the ads, that type of stuff. Yeah. I could earn a lot more money. Let's say that I could be pulling some. Oh, there's 2 blocks remaining. I could be selling you guys some shit token right now, but from what I understand, that is the easiest way to make money there. That is the easiest way to make money. All right, there we go. I think at this point, we're just going to stay here. We're going to have this little countdown right there, I guess, moved over. But there we go. We're just going to stay here for a couple seconds and see how this works out. Yeah, that's probably the best way to have it. There we go. Probably the best way to have it. It's just moving so fast. I'm talking so much. It's better just to wait for this countdown here. We'll click on and off of it every now and again. But this is really going to be the main point here because everybody's going to get really hyped up. Bitcoin halving, 2 blocks remaining. Let's see. Everybody's doing these fake posts saying it's already happened when it hasn't happened yet. Yeah. Oh, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should be like, hey, everybody, I'm live right now. There we go. Bitcoin. There we go. There we go. Bitcoin halving party share. There we go. Should be fine. There we are. 2 blocks remaining. Pretty soon we're going to be looking at 1, then 0. About 15 minutes left. Go over here to Bitcoin. You can see there's not a whole bunch happening. Pretty much a slight downtrend at this point. There we are. All right. And hey, Cobb, to see you. And hey, Haram, happy to see you back, my man. Nice, 2 blocks remaining. I know this thing is moving fast here. I wonder who's going to be the guy that gets that last block, right? I don't even know if we're ever going to truly know, but from the person that owns it, but it should be fun anyway. Hey, Kyokia, I always see ads whenever I click on reviews. Oh, I have ads on my normal content. Yeah, that's for sure. That keeps all the other stuff going. I'm talking about this and the Dogecoin live stream. You should not see ads on those ones. Gas about to go insane. Yeah, things are probably gonna get a little bit spicy here. But again, that spiciness is the good stuff here. And remember, we're looking at this timer that says 13 minutes. It's not gonna be exactly 13 minutes, 48 seconds. Unless this countdown timer is specifically set up to do so. It should be around 13 minutes and 40 seconds for that big move to happen. And you can see we've had 2 blocks done in the last minute, basically, the last few minutes. We're getting closer and closer and closer. And maybe this countdown timer will come down a little bit faster if we have 1 more block versus, you know, like half a block or something. But I don't think it's going to show us a half a block. And hey, thanks, Gary. You want to buy some for cheaper, it looks like. Did you see Dogecoin Millionaire in Las Vegas this week? No, I didn't see him. I had dinner with the guy named Sean Kelly. The guy was really, really chill. He runs a podcast that I really like. Let me see if I can. Let's just go over here. Let me open up this. Let me leave that over there so you guys can see it. There we are. Okay, hold on a second here. There you go. He owns this channel, the Digital Social Hour podcast by Sean Kelly. The guy is awesome. He does a lot of good podcast work. I've always thought about doing a little bit more of a podcast, but not like daily or even bi-weekly. Maybe just something I pull out there every month when I find somebody interesting to talk about. But I don't have a studio, and I was thinking of doing it more when I move over to Panama. I can actually pay for a studio. You know, if they want to fly out, they can, but I don't want to pay anybody to fly out. I'd want them to like pay me to be on the freaking podcast or something. There you go, Loki. How you do? There you go. Yeah, shush. But what do you call them? Yeah, so I met some cool folks. I do need to looking to going to more expos and events like that though. Should you buy before the halving? I don't think the halving is going to have a major impact of what Bitcoin looks like over the next like couple hours, unless something really, really big happens. I think this is going to have much more of an impact of what goes on in the next few days here. At this point, Bitcoin is still bearish though, so be careful if you do want to buy, unless you have that stop loss up. Okay. Loki, go down and sit down and sleep if that's what you want. Loki's over here wanting to play games and stuff like that after we just went outside for a while. People want to put transactions on that first block, especially Runes Projects wants to be on that first block for Provenance. Things about to get spicy. People have 3 to 4 Bitcoin ready to spend on that. I mean, we got 1 block remaining now. I mean, we're getting really, really, really close. Really, really close here. Oh, there we are. Oh, let me see. The last one was done just a minute ago, 5:05 Pacific Standard Time, right? I like how it's actually set for Pacific Standard Time myself, though. Going back and forth. Not much happening here, right? Not much happening over the last few minutes. We're just gonna stay here though for the next 8 minutes because this is what's important. And then how's this tea tasting? Ooh, that tastes watered down. I need to stir this sucker up. Ooh, do I have something to stir this up? I do have something to stir this up with. There you go. Spin, 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 spin. I need a pure tea flavor, but I don't think this is actually gonna work. I might have to open these up and take the tea leaves out, but that's for another time here. 8 minutes last block. Oh, I wonder if it's gonna happen any sooner. Might happen in 2 minutes for all we know. 64 before the halving. I saw 11 minutes, then jumped to 8 minutes. CXE. Just get ready, guys. Just get ready. And then once it happens, then we will have. We'll go over here, okay? And we'll see if there's any big moves happening with the Bitcoin and whatnot. Because once it's done, I mean, you're probably even going to see people preemptively trying to get on there as well. People are paying 160 million Satoshis to be on that blog. Oh my gosh. Over 300K, some over 1 million, never pay more than 100. I mean, people are going to be pretty crazy right now, though. That's just how they are. Beep, beep. Will I be celebrating 420 tomorrow? Oh, I didn't even realize it was 420. Yeah, I might buy some weed. I haven't had weed in months. Maybe I'll buy a couple of joints or something and I'll just smoke them. I don't know if I'll smoke on stream though, because I really just can't think and do the same thing while I'm streaming. It might be a bedtime snack type of thing. Nothing, nothing more than that. I haven't been out to buy. I haven't had weed in months, guys. Absolutely months. I've been smoking cigars, and that's been the way to go. All right, well, let's see how this works out. Come on. Oh, ow, shit. Ow, 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 ow. I got the reusable Keurig out of here. 6 minutes. Okay, well, fuck that then. Burning my fingers over tea. Not fun. But I still want to get this sucker in here. Big orders going in Dogecoin day tomorrow. Oh, yeah. There you go. Open this up. Wait for it. There you go. Let the loose leaf tea leaves out. And that's all I care about. Now I can have some good tea. 5 minutes left here. Have you timestamped your live videos in the past? I know it's more work, but would probably drive more engagement afterwards. No, there we go. Complete. There we go. See, got distracted for a second. Next halving 2028. Okay, so we have the halving that just happened. Let's go over here. Let's see if anything actually happened. This is the 1 minute chart here, guys. And you guys can see on the right hand side it says completed. We now have a little bit of a party emoji. Even on here, over here on coinmarketcap.com. The last one happened on the 19th of April. There we go. All right. Now let's keep a close on what's happening now, because people will start to absorb it. You're going to see it on social media being posted on more and more and more here. Bitcoin halving 4 seconds ago. Here's all the real posts coming out about it. God damn it. I'm not going to drink tea tonight. I'm just going to accept that. There we are. Bitcoin halving. There we go. All right. Not much happening in the markets, though. There we go, though. Let's go over here to the 5 minute chart. I really want to see if we can get something spicy going here. My trades, nothing really crazy is happening here. I might have to... Oh, he's trying to get retweets for his post. Oh my god. The way he has this is kind of hilarious. It's like really, really smart. There we go. Now you can repost it. I don't want to repost it, but I'm just like, oh, there we go. Right? Blocks remaining is 0. Now maybe we can actually see something happening here. Yeah, see, there we go. Bitcoin is #1 on trending. That's what we wanted to see here. More important than all the other crap like the Bulls team. There we go. We're 5 hours from the Bitcoin halving. Trail, let's see. Bitcoin was 8,600 on the day of the last Bitcoin halving. Oh shit, that's kind of a mind fuck right there, don't you think? There you go. I mean, this is a good way to think about it. Parabolic advance maybe. I think we might be able to have that here. I'm really watching some of the moving averages at this point, but do we have one that goes a little bit further in the past? This is the one I want to see. Right? Halving. I like how each arrow goes up. Some arrows just go up more than others. Different types of forecasts. But overall, still, guys, we're in a good spot right now. It's just weird that we're having the halving at the previous all-time highs. And there you can see Bitcoin's coming down just a tad here. Happy halving, y'all. It's okay, Michael. I'll smoke 2 extra for you then. Yeah, please do, because what do you call I'm already in a terrible mood. I wanted to have this I wanted to have this loose leaf tea like taste really good, but because it's in one of these prepackaged Keurig things or the refillable Keurig things, it's basically not coming through. It's not filtering properly. So when I finally let it out, now there's tea leaves all over the place. I didn't know what was going to happen. I should have known, but I'm going to wait for it to settle down because I really want to have some good stuff. And now you see Bitcoin coming down a little bit here. Not a lot, just a little bit. Let's go over here to maybe the 5-second chart, and you can see this move happening. Not crazy, I would say. The halving probably happened right around here. So a little bit of volatility. Let's see what happens next. Well, it's crashing. I wouldn't say it's having a big crash. I mean, like what has it done since the halving over here? Fell down about 0.5%, $325. You know, if anything, you're probably going to see what it's been doing for the past few days continue, which unfortunately for us has been going sideways, which has not been the best thing for us. People paying a lot to get in these blocks. Blocks can get in for reasonable prices. Eventually the halving will be a holiday. I think it should. I mean, it doesn't happen all that often too, which means when we do celebrate, it's going to be that much more meaningful, right? And how's everything looking? Overall, you're seeing the market kind of just being this mixed space. I know you guys can't see everything, but everything looks pretty mixed here. Let's move this over there a little bit more. Everything's either down about 0.5% or up by 0.5%. There's not really much volatility here at the moment, which I'd say is actually okay. Okay, I'll do some of these a little bit later on as far as dollar cost averaging. Stop making me go and do this. Exit, there we go. Okay, there we go. So the last block came in at 509. There we go, 509. Oh, those ads for tokens. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know you could promote tokens on his webpage there. Anything else here? No, just go goobity gawk. There you are. Hey, Alan, I'm happy to see you back, man. Hey, Jermaine. Vegas was absolutely fantastic. Opus Clip flew me down there to talk about Opus Clip and what they do, you know. It was great. I talked to a lot of people, had a lot of fun times, did some business down there. Met a lot of cool people. A lot of big YouTube stars were down there. They were really fun to talk with. And then also just, you know, made some good friends as well. Got the numbers. And most of the YouTubers that I talk with, I don't actually think I'm going to do much business with them. But just being friends with them, they're such like nice guys. So I'm really excited to continue talking with them. As far as the expo itself, oh my gosh, dude, I'm so tired. I'm exhausted. You guys remember how a few weeks ago I had my ear issued, and while I was in Vegas, a couple weeks ago I had my ear issues going on. Well, in Vegas, I had another thing happen where I had bad allergies again, or bad ear issues again. And it turns out I went to the hospital / clinic on Monday. I have some type of tube dysfunction syndrome with a lot of allergies. So if I get a lot of pollen in my nose, which is usually me accidentally touching my car than touching my nose, because you know how like pollen just gets in your car, or if I was in Vegas while it was windy, basically what happens is that tube that that deals with the pressure between your ears, like when you fly on a plane and stuff like that, that clogs up and fluid builds up in one of my ears. So basically when that happens, I can't hear, it gets swollen and it feels really, really bad. And so to fix it, it's a very simple fix. I just need to have a lot of nasal spray on hand for me to make sure nothing bad happens. So yeah, it was a one bad night and everything else was okay besides that. But now I know I have some really bad allergies when it comes to certain things, I guess. Not entirely sure how it works out, but I found out the cure. So I should be okay as long as I have nasal spray. Who would have thought? And hey, Los Canos, happy to see you, man. So far, Bitcoin's just doing fine. Here's the 15-minute chart. You can see a whole bunch of sideways action. Over here was Israel striking back at Iran. I don't think it was a really big strike. I think it was one of those ones where like, oh, you hit us with a little tit. We're going to do a little tit for tat action on you. And it kind of scared the markets a little bit. But afterwards, everybody was like, oh, I'm going to be buying this shit back up. Let's go to the moon here. We bounce back up. Going back to being sideways. Sideways. Zoom out even further. Sideways, go back a little further, all sideways action here. So we're just consolidating. We're consolidating towards the bottom part of this range. You might even say closer to the middle part at this point, actually. But you know, we're just still consolidating. We haven't seen really a crazy amount of volatility just yet from the halving. So far, if I go back over here to this 5-second chart, you can see it's pretty much just been a slight downward move and a slight downward move. We've pretty much gone from 63,964. You could pretty much say 64,000 to 64,579. Just about $400 lost. Again, no, we were just down here a few minutes ago. So it's not the end of the world here. We're just waiting to see what happens next. And I think this 5-second chart is usually going to be fast enough without going too fast, like the 1-second chart, which usually is a lot more flat. You know, it doesn't really give us enough time to zoom out a little bit. And it hurts my head staring at it a little bit more there. But Vegas was really, really fun island time. I enjoyed it a lot. I even... Here we go. I even posted a video on it, I believe. I go over here to my channel. Shorts. And I've been posting a lot of shorts. Here we go. Chilling in Vegas. So I took my friend out to dinner because it was his first time out there. We were having the bread that they gave us. As you can tell, we hadn't had the food just yet. But there's a table, Pellegrino, and then you swing across here, and they get your fountains, and you see the whatever that Paris building is, you know, that thing. It was really, really chill. I enjoyed the dinner. And it didn't even cost too much. I think the dinner for both of us with a couple of drinks and no dessert, because we were going to the club later on that night. The dinner was like $344 pre-tip. So, you know, it was great. It was good. You see how I typically get my bottle of Pellegrino and whatnot. Great experience. If you guys ever have the opportunity to go out to Vegas and eat at Prime Steakhouse at the Bellagio, the food is really, really good. I enjoy it a lot. And it's not just the steaks. They have steaks that are really, really good, but they also have everything on that menu is very, very good. And while you're outside, you get to see this happening like what, every 15 minutes or something. It was a really, really great time. Like, there's a reason why I do all this other work outside of YouTube and trading and stuff like that. It's so I have like excuses to go out here and eat at all these fine restaurants. Because, you know, remember, I mean, I guess I paid for the food, but I got flown down there and, you know, first class and everything. So I was very, very excited. I love that type of stuff. Got put up in the hotel, you know, it was a fun trip. I had some snazzy food. I went to some clubs. I met some really cool people. I saw some really crazy things at the clubs, which is always a kind of an interesting thing. And I got a lot of numbers from a lot of people, which I think are just going to be really good friends for the future here. Sold out 61 around Israel attack time, bought back around 64. Just flew back from Dubai. Beautiful place to visit. I go there twice a year. I was thinking about going to Dubai, Anonymous. While I was at the NAB show, I was talking to one of the moderators, and he was talking about how Dubai is trying to get a lot of influencers to move over there over the next like 10 years or something like that. Now, I'm not entirely sure if I'd like to move to Dubai because I just haven't been there before. But they said they're creating like a whole creator fund to get people to move out there. They're building up a headquarters to get people to move out there. And I'm like, geez, they're getting really serious about this. But I might try to live there for a couple of years. You know, I don't think they have. Do they allow alcohol there? I'm not entirely sure. That's the only thing. I like to drink. Eiffel Tower, I caught you live. There you go. What do you call it? Thank you. Yeah, that thing. I forget what it is. But it's just a great thing. This thing, again, there it is. It's amazing. I highly recommend going to Prime Steakhouse. Carver's Steak is very, very good in Mandalay Bay. I went to Bazaar Meats. That was really, really good. The bartenders at the bar, though, at Bazaar Meats, god awful trash. Servers were great. The drinks the bartenders made themselves great, but the service from the bartenders, absolute fucking trash. I will never go to that bar again. That's how trash they were. Trash. I have to say trash. The restaurant itself and the food, though, really, really good. Just the bartenders, trash. I say it again, trash. And hey, Artman, my man, happy having indeed. Lemon Pellegrino is good. What do you call it? Pellegrino is my drink of choice when I go to Vegas. I always like to have it. And you guys can see right now, Bitcoin is trying to make a little bit of a move here after I've been coming down for a little bit. We're still seeing that volatility. That volatility is good volatility for us right here. USD dominance trying to pump up right now. Oh, that's interesting here. You know, you're seeing altcoins shift downward just a little bit, but that's just because the move we saw Bitcoin do like right there, right? Nothing crazy. Oh, and if Bitcoin's gonna be able to keep this move up. And hey, Adam, happy to see you back, man. Dubai be hot, yo? I do, trust me. I know. But can I afford air conditioning? I think so. My big thing is, will Loki like it over there? I don't think so. That'd be the big negative as far as I'm concerned. That's why I'm thinking of Panama, because Panama's not always hot. People like assume it is because, like, you know, Central America, they have a different climate down there, and it's mountainous, which I kind of like as well. So I can find a different place to live for him as well. Hey, Barath, happy to see my man. There you go. Bitcoin's moving up a little bit more now. We're seeing some moves here. Oh, it keeps on doing this little thing right there. There we go. 0 more blocks. Can I do this? So does it show anything? Completed. There you go. Having service completed. There we go. Yeah, they have alcohol in Dubai. I bought a bunch at the airport when I landed. What do you call it? As long as they have alcohol, I think I could stomach it. I don't know. Loki might not be the happiest about moving out there. He'd be inside all day. Depends on how much Dubai money I guess I can make. That'd be the big case, I would say. Oh, there we go. Finally, a little bit of tea going down. Da Vinci, is that worth the Bitcoin? Oh, that'd be nice. Let me see. There we go. Bitcoin's finally making a move here. This is what we've been waiting for this entire freaking time. All right, let's get rid of this right here. Well, actually, let me see. Anything new happening here? Latest. X is very weird these days. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Completed. Top. Smackdown. There we go. Happy having. Some math. There we go. 40 Bitcoin reward. 40 Bitcoin equals 25 or 2.5 million. There we are. I'm just waiting for the supply shock here. That's basically what we're talking about when we talk about the halving. Pretty soon, when people want to get more Bitcoin, there's just not going to be as much, and that'll cause another rally. Now, if we can kind of get that timed up with interest rates falling, that's where I think we have altcoin season attached to everything. 70K incoming, I'd hope so. That's only, what, 6K away from where we are right now? I heard Puerto Rico has 0% capital gains taxes. Yeah, but I just don't like living in Puerto Rico. Like, I visited a few times. I can't envisioning myself living there. I even have a few friends that live out there. I just cannot. Panama's more of my vibe, I think. Panama has like a nice rainy season as well, which I really like. And Panama, I don't have to necessarily worry about hurricanes and such, which is going to be a big plus for me. Little bit I know, right? You guys can't see this shit, but what do you call it? It's here, hold on a second here, hold on a second. While Bitcoin's coming down for a little bit of a higher low test. See all that crap in there now? Right? There you go. That's because I opened up the thing. And I have two things in here. One's open, one's not. I just wanted to taste some tea, man. Just wanted to taste some tea. You guys can see this little farm behind me. It's supposed to be peaceful. Peaceful times here. Hey Dela, am I planning to participate in the ruins? Am I just chilling to see how things play out? I'm just going to chill and see how things play out. I haven't had any time to do anything over these past few weeks because I've been too hyped up about this conference thing going on with NAB. But maybe I'll get more invested in stuff as it goes on. But at this point, I don't really see the need to go after it. How long do I think this bull run will last? I think at least until fall. I think fall we might peak out. It could be even at the end of the summer that we peak out. I think we're getting closer to the end here. We're getting closer though. You know, we're not at the very top. We're not close to the bottom at all. You know, we're kind of by the top 2/3 type of section here, basically. And I think we might have maybe two more massive pumps. One to probably take us up to $90,000 to $100,000, and then that one that may take us up to 110, 120, and then we'll start to see some larger moves come down and everything start to get a little more bearish here. Because remember, the economy itself is in this weird fluctuation space, and I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work itself out. I do think that this altcoin season is going to be crazy just because of what we've been seeing with interest rates staying higher for longer for such a high time. Meanwhile, altcoins have been able to still make some really good gains. Once those rates decide to get cut, which will hopefully be sometime this summer, that's when you're going to see things getting a lot more spicy, a lot more exciting. If it's true that we're not going to have rate cuts until 2025, I really don't know how this market is going to react to it. I think we still have a pretty good move, you know, but we might not see altcoins necessarily all hit new all-time highs, which may be a really weird thing to experience. So here's to hoping that we actually have those rate cuts come down. We want to see inflation come back down as well, and that'd be a really good thing. Like right now, as Bitcoin tries to make this breakout play here, remember, I'm not typing properly at all, but there we go. Remember, this is our inflation for like the past year, right? Let me go over here to news, make my head a little tinier. This is what inflation's been looking like over the past year. Last 5 years, you can see how we were low. You know, those pre-COVID times over here, we were pretty low, right? COVID happens, okay, we come crashing down, to be expected. 2021, okay, we did a little bit too much stimulus. Uh-oh, things are bad are happening, things are bad, things are really, really crazy, bad. Okay, we've peaked, we've been coming down, we're coming down. Whew, good. You know, things are looking okay, And then in November, December, Jerome Powell comes out and says, we've won against inflation. Pretty soon we're going to start to see rate cuts and everything is going to be fine. When he did that, the market was like, yes, let's start buying now out of forecast what's going to be happening down the road. Since the market got so hyped up that Jerome Powell said that, it's put a lot more money than we needed already back into the economy. And then we've seen inflation, like we talked about a few minutes ago, continue to stay hot, and blowing past expectations, right? So you see over here, forecast was for 3.2% and 3.1% in February. It was 3.2, so it was hotter than expected. Over here from March, it was supposed to be 3.4%. It was actually 3.5%, hotter than expected. And that's causing a lot of chaos in the markets. If we can just start getting, like, let's say the next month it's supposed to be 3.3% and it comes out at 3.2%, that would be absolutely great. Because what the Fed really does not want to do at this point is they don't want to be forced to raise rates because that'd be crazy. That'd be flip-flopping. The market would have to readjust to that. And it would really just cause probably some really bad banking issues because the banks still aren't in a good spot here. Hey, Delilah. Yeah, there's no. It's okay to be busy. We've all been busy these last few weeks. I feel like, my man. Would I consider El Salvador? I might consider El Salvador, but I was looking at properties over there, and they didn't really. It was too hard to find properties like in a nice, easy way. I'm not going to necessarily like go off of every website that I find, but it was just really hard to find a good website to search for houses that was actually fluid to use. Like over here, sorry, Loki's over here trying to get pets. He's putting his head underneath my my hand so he gets automatic pets. There you go. There you go. But see, if I go over here, Loki, scoot, come on, get down in there, and you can nap in my lap. There you go. Good boy. There you go. If I go over here, this is a website that I can find for Panama, which I can go over here, look for properties to rent, and I can kind of scroll down and I can see exactly what I'm looking for here. Maybe I want a large house, a small house, maybe I want just an apartment or a condo. I can do it all. When I start looking for things for El Salvador, it just becomes very, very difficult. And I haven't found many good websites, like besides like Encuentro 24, maybe Century Global and stuff like that. It's too difficult. So I would have to fly down there and just do some groundwork first of all, which wouldn't be necessarily difficult, but it's just something where it's that first barrier is making it very annoying for me to actually move down there. But it was one of my first thoughts. Internet rates will go up, no cuts. Ooh, yeah. You can basically do anything in Dubai as long as you're a man. Well, guess what? I'm man. What do you call it? I'm happy about that. Interest rates will stay the same or go up, no cuts. What do you call it? See, I think you're right about not going down. I just really hope we don't go up. I really hope. Like, remember, I've always been so critical of the Fed because the way they talk about stuff and how I was much more hawkish on, like, I think we should have done more rate cuts last year. So we could have just been holding this time and waiting for that opportunity to cut. But no, they didn't listen to me because I'm just some YouTuber guy. I understand it. Trust me, I get it. But man, sometimes I just think we need to have these people kind of slim it down with everyday Americans and see how much everything costs them. That way they can really feel and understand what they have to go through in order to make ends meet, and they can kind of adjust that policy to kind of match that a little bit better. Because I don't think they really understood how bad inflation was. Because if you guys recall, there was a whole year where they were saying transitory. And man, all of you guys and your parents, your grandparents, your kids, if you have kids, you guys all knew there was no transitory inflation going on. Just a whole bunch of chaos, and it's just led to some really shitty things for the overall market. Remember, we're talking about Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin's doing fine, you know. I know people are really panicking about it, but my gosh, I mean, we're at what, $64,000 at the halving? Who would have thought we'd be at $64,000 at the halving? That is absolutely fantastic. You go over here to the Dow. This thing has been coming down quite a bit for the last few days, but overall, we're still back to where we were back in January. Still okay. We've come down. I know it's not great, but we've come down. NASDAQ, that's not good, but we're looking for a bounce coming up here pretty soon, which could be pretty nice for some people that want to do some options. SPY over here got rejected off of that Fibonacci level up here. This is just one of your GAN boxes, if you will, but you know, we've been rejected a few times before off of this. It's unfortunate. We'll see if we're able to break back out about it. But again, we're getting pretty close to support levels here. It looks like we're looking for one large consolidation, whether you're looking at the SPY, the NASDAQ here, getting ready for a large consolidation move. And that consolidation should, I'm anticipating, unless something really breaks, I think should have a break to the upside here. I think AI is still strong. I think the economy overall is still doing fine. People are, what would you say, maybe the middle class and the middle upper class, they are still providing a lot of the money for the system out there. Plus there's a lot of business to business deals being done, and that's helping out everybody as far as keeping the market afloat here, because Nvidia is just making absolute bank right now. Absolute bank. Hey Bot Life, right now you'd probably see something more of a dip happening over the next few days, and then most likely going forward and a larger move to the upside here. At this point, the technical still point towards Bitcoin coming down, not up. We're going to have to see some type of abnormal blast off in order to have a good move like that. Hey, GVC. Puerto Rico crypto tax-free will be a destination. That'll be nice. That'll be nice quite a bit. Now we wait for the big dip. The interest rates the Fed publishes are bogus. It just depends on what you look like, what they're using, right? So when it comes to inflation, you know, you go over here, you can open it up and you can see what they're talking about. You can see how hot inflation's been getting, how not hot it's been getting, so to speak. There we go. Right? All items less food and energy. We're still coming down, but energy prices are going back up, and that's bringing up a lot of stuff. If we see that, you know, the Middle East quiets down a little bit, maybe the war between Russia and Ukraine quiets down a little bit. Actually, that war's been kind of quiet. I haven't heard much stuff about that. Maybe we're about to put a lot more money. We're going to spend billions and billions of more dollars here again. That's not going to be good. But, you know, if we can get Israel and Iran and Hamas to kind of quiet down a little bit, that should be good enough to keep inflation going down, maybe back down towards 3.2, 3.1 if we're lucky. That could be something, you know. But you can see, look at everything going on here, all the bad stuff, all the good stuff. Gas is up, energy's up a lot, you know. There's some stuff here which isn't important. You want to know, I'm trying to find out the details. All urban consumers, U.S. city average by expenditure category, okay. You know, alcohol got more expensive. Medical care got more expensive. Motor vehicle insurance got more expensive. Mechanics got more expensive. Hospitals got more expensive. Shelter got more expensive. Cigarettes, tobacco got more expensive. Apparel got more expensive. New vehicles came down a little bit. Used cars came down a little bit. What else came up? Energy services. We already talked about energy. You know, fresh biscuits went up, but did you know cakes and cupcakes went down? You know, I mean, there's a whole bunch of data you can look in here, and I encourage you guys to all come in here because it's just kind of just fun to see what exactly is going on. You know, pork got more expensive. My God, nobody wants pork to be expensive because pork is supposed to be that cheap food that you can eat where it's always going to be cheap. Pork chops went up 3.3. Holy freaking moly. You know what I mean? It just, oof. Eggs went up 4.6. Ah, my Lord, you know. Lettuce went up 5.9. Lettuce. How could you have a hamburger without lettuce? Well, pretty easily, actually. But you know, you know what I mean? But other fats and oils, including peanut butter, that came down a lot. Or excuse me, peanut butter came down a lot. Butter came down a lot. Butter and margarine came down a lot. So, you know, and instant coffee came down a lot. So there are some bright spots, perhaps. But I doubt Starbucks is going to be lowering their prices for you because they're not paying as much for those coffee beans. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff. You know, men's footwear became more expensive. Girls' apparel is skyrocketing over the past few months. Like, I feel really bad for women. Not women, girls, so like kids. Their clothes are going sky high, and I don't exactly know why, but it is. Which is crazy. So, you know, drugs are going up, like, you know, medicine from the medical insurance, some of that going up. Pets and pet products, that's getting more expensive. Recreational books are up 4.5%. You know, reading materials up 1.5%. There's a whole bunch of chaos in here. Now, I'm not going to go through all this data here, but there's so much the government gives you. And it just shows you, like, there are certain sectors that are just really getting hit hard. Other sectors are not getting hit nearly as hard. It's just not a good look, I guess you would say, right? You're looking for a return to 50, 60, 59,000 and finish off the wave. If this falls below 58-ish, it will fill a weekly gap down to 52. I'm slightly bearish this halving. Well, that's okay. The technicals are saying this is bearish. The technicals are saying it, you know. Don't be afraid of going into technicals. Just because we have a bad few weeks here, right? Just like we had a bad few weeks over here or a bad few weeks over here, it doesn't mean that Bitcoin can't just go up on a dime and start ripping back up. You know, we've been here, done that, you know, back over here as well. Had a few bad weeks and it took a while, but then boom, we went over here. COVID's kind of a weird thing, but you know, we've had these times before. We'll survive. But while we're stuck in them, you know, it just becomes miserable. Remember through the Bitcoin halving, sure, it was kind of exciting while it was going on, but you just saw us kind of do this a whole, like, sideways. We finally going up. Oh no, we got our, you know, our soul snatched from us, came crashing back down. All despair set in, and all of a sudden, boom. Oh my God, no, everything is fine. Let's go to the moon. You know, same thing can definitely happen here, especially if we do start breaking down below 58,000, and we start going down to 58,000, all the way maybe down here to 53,000, perhaps. That's kind of a nice bottom level. If we do take a really nasty move, that's okay. That's okay. We have a death cross incoming here. We have the RSI still bearish. We have the MACD still bearish. I'm sure the stochastic is still bearish. That's an okay opinion to have at this point in time. It just depends if you have a plan in case we do manage to hold on here and go up higher. Maybe you want to have a plan to buy the breakout. There's a whole bunch of different things you can have. It's not going to be terrible. And, you know, again, a lot of people out there still have their dollar cost averages going like I do. Unfortunately, they are down quite a bit at this point, as you can see. But I have them. Or you can try to day trade within this if you want to. I'm playing the safe bet, and I'm just dollar cost averaging at this point. But, I mean, everybody's going to have their own strategy as far as we go over the next few weeks here. Because, again, when there's a demand increase here pretty soon, whether you think it's something like the Hong Kong ETFs, maybe the Bitcoin ETFs have much more of a play here, you are going to see that start to face some issues here. Let's go over here to Arkham. There we go. All right. Go over here to Grayscale. Oh, wrong one. All right, there you go. Grayscale, they sold some Bitcoin today, but they didn't really do much else, right? Didn't really do much else. A few sells, nothing really going on here. And let me go back over to Arkham here because I messed this up the first time. Fidelity inflows. They really haven't been doing much. They bought about, what, 530 Bitcoin, almost like 600 Bitcoin. Not much after that. They haven't really felt the need to be going all in at this point, and I believe that's because of what's been happening with the overall market. Here's BlackRock. They didn't do anything really today, right? So, if you go look at the stock market and what's not, you'll see that a lot of those people that buy the Bitcoin ETFs, they're happy to be in the stock market, hence the ETF. Well, if you see the NASDAQ crashing down like this, what incentive do you really have to be buying Bitcoin at this point? You don't really have much. The SPY is coming down. The dollar index, we talked about that breakout a while ago. It's still going on. Sure, it's been consolidating, but it's still going strong here if you ask me. Right? We have some resistance up here on 108. If the dollar index gets up here, around that time, I'd be happy to buy up and load up on some Bitcoin here for a move as it retraces. Might break out later on, but I'd still like to be there and buy up some Bitcoin around that time because I think it'll be a good move. Daily chart here. We still have a while to go before we hit that resistance, and we're not really facing. Broke out above that. We have another level of resistance around 107.12. That's basically about $1 above where we are right now. So if you guys want to buy, you know, off of that, you still have to wait a little bit of time, unfortunately. Thing on the scheme of things, still looking pretty nice though. Coke price go up, heroin come down. Oh man. When Bitcoin wants to run, it's going to run regardless of the indicators and charts. Oh yeah, for sure. That's why I have the hedge of those dollar cost averages being in there. But typically when I do those longer swing trades where I'm buying off of something technical, I really am trusting those technicals to guide the way for me. And I want to make sure that the surroundings of Bitcoin they're in a good situation as well. Like the dollar index, I want that to be in a good situation. I want the stock market to look okay. I want the world to not appear like it's on fire and that we have some type of competency out there to keep, to quiet things down a little bit. We really don't have a lot of that going on right now, so I'm just much more fearful about the next few days. And hey, Waldo, I'm drinking some tea right now. I've been talking a lot over the past few days, as you might imagine, with the NAB Expo. And I have this reusable Keurig thing right here. And I put the tea inside of it, the tea leaves. But unfortunately, what ended up happening was, I'm taking it out now. It was too fine because it's supposed to be pressurized water going in there from the Keurig, I think. It was too fine, so my tea couldn't steep. So I opened up one, and I have to open up the other one here actually pretty quickly. But it's basically just spiced ginger lemon tea. Now let's see if I can open this up very fast. There we go. I got it opened up. Wait for it. Oh, it smells very gingery though. Pour the leaves out. Should be good enough. Put this on the side of the desk. I'll put it in the dishwasher later on. And there we go. We got some nice, if I can find it here. There we go. Nope. We got some nice loose leaf tea in there. I've just kind of given up and I'm going to swallow some of this stuff, but we'll see how the rest of it goes. No pun intended there. I have this habit of checking my portfolio every hour or two that cause extreme stress. Can I help it? Any advice? Typically what I found, if I'm checking my portfolio too much, it means I have too much money invested typically. So you maybe don't want to be having so much money invested because it might just cause more stress. That could be your internal body telling you that you have, your risk management is a little bit off of what your personality would dictate. And hey, itty bitty, the little guy is like right there sleeping on my feet. I'm not going to wake him up at this point because he's been pretty tired all day. He was up here at the beginning of the stream, though, I promise. My top altcoins, they're usually not anything special. They're usually stuff at this point that's really been running up quite a bit. So at this point, it would be a mix of AI tokens, meme tokens, and then the large ones. So right now it's going to be Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. I would even put a Solana above Ethereum as far as my favorites, but I'm just going to give you like the top to no particular order for the most part. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, that's 3. 4 is going to be Dogecoin. 5 is going to be WIF. 6 is going to be, what do you call that one? Ocean Protocol. I'm trying to think of the ticker for it, but Ocean Protocol. 7 is going to be Ajax. 9 is going to be RLC. And 10 is kind of more of a YOLO one that I've been dealing with. And that one is the PHA one. So far it's been doing okay, but I want it to do a little bit better there. Those are kind of the ones I've been holding up and have been doing very well for me so far. I thought I might have World token up there, but I think it might just be an honorable mention. I was hoping that the Metaverse tokens would be doing a little bit better, but they really just haven't been. But as far as the ones that have been making me some good money here, as far as trading, swing trading, day trading, long-term investing is like, a dollar cost averaging. Those have been some of the favorites I've been looking at. Not so much the projects, just they've been making me consistent money. When they have a breakout, it's usually a good breakout, that type of stuff. Anyway, so happy to see you. What's your opinion on Matic? Do you think it's a stable coin? Not asking financial advice. Stable coin? I don't think Matic is a stable coin. No, I wouldn't say that. If anything, freaking XRP is a stable coin the way it's been trading the past few days. Guys, just because I don't have it on that list does not mean I don't think it's a good coin. I'm just talking about what's been giving me some good returns over the past year or so that I've been holding on to. And Discount Killer makes a good point right there. Very much so. We haven't really talked about stablecoins. That's one of the good things about the bull market. We haven't had to deal with stablecoins depegging or having crazy days here, right? A few years ago when stablecoins were falling off cliffs, it was a scary time to be alive because you just didn't know if your money was gonna be worth it or not. Like there's a bear right here trying to push Bitcoin down. They're trying. I don't know if they're gonna succeed. Geez, the sun is now hitting the back of my head. Usually I don't get much sun in here. I feel like I need to wear my sunglasses, but oh, I didn't bring my nice sunglasses down here. All I have are my bad sunglasses. I don't like these ones. They make my eyes look weird. They're like very they're very slim. I like the ones that are a little bit wider. And I also can't see my monitors. I can only see this monitor. Something about these 4K like HD monitors, these sunglasses don't like them unless I twist my head like this. Otherwise, this one I can see perfectly clearly, no issues whatsoever. Never knew exactly what was going on. Although now I can see all the dust in my monitor, and that's freaking scary from the sun. But oh well, there we go. You can definitely see they're trying to push us down here. RIP XRP. Hey, I still own it, XRP. I've pretty much just stopped dollar cost averaging into it. Until XRP can really have a big, like, sustained move, I'm just gonna hold what I have. I don't see an incentive to really, you know, keep it going here. I'm hoping that one day that changes up, lawsuits finish up, the SEC kind of straightens its act. Yeah, I want all that to happen, but you know, it's not happening anytime soon, I feel like, just because of the way the judicial system works itself out in this country. What's my opinion on the next 2-3 weeks? I'd probably say we're going to be coming down and doing a more aggressive takeoff after that. I think we need to shake off a lot of the weak hands, and then from there have a pretty sustained move back up to maybe $80,000 or so. We might go higher than that, but I don't think that would necessarily happen within that 3 weeks. I think a move higher than that would probably take a couple months at least at this point. I mean, I'm really concerned about what's happening with inflation. I think we're going to have to see a surprise to inflation on the downside, like I was talking about. That's really going to be a catalyst for moving this forward. And when's the next inflation date coming out? So that means we have one coming out May 15th. That is, you know, quite a bit of time away from where we are now. May 15th on 8:30 in the morning Eastern time, 5:30 in the morning Pacific. It's still going to be a while. Still going to be a while there. But yeah, it hasn't hit a new all-time high and probably won't until altcoin season is full effect. Yeah, that's reasonable though. For Matt, that's very much reasonable. It's gonna last altcoin season. It did some crazy stuff. I would anticipate it having a really good cycle this time as well. Hey, 3-piece meal looking like this guy. I know, right? I mean, these sunglasses, they're not terrible. Don't get me wrong. It's just that I can't see squat. It's for any sunglasses that I have. I have to twist my head a little bit to the side to see what I'm talking about. And if, you know, if I'm looking like this, I mean, maybe I look like I don't know. Maybe I look like I'm a celebrity or something. I don't know. It just feels weird. Feels very, very weird to have to turn my head like this. Maybe, you know, funny enough, what I could do, because I have those nice monitors for trading and stuff, I could tweak the monitors like this and actually. Oh, you guys can see the corner right there, though. But I can tweak the monitor so now I can see everything going on. Although I don't, my brain actually accepts this for some reason, which is kind of interesting. I don't like it though, so I'm gonna move it there. Still flat. There we go. But yeah, I could wear sunglasses. I could be a sunglass bro if I wanted to. That's what I was gonna do for April Fools, but I literally just could not see squat coming from my computer here. But maybe one of these days I'll move over my main monitor over here to the left, because it is starting to get sunny. You guys know I live in Washington State. It's here. See, Bitcoin should make a move. See that sunlight coming out there? For the longest time, I used to have a blackout curtain there, so you guys couldn't see anything. I've removed it because I want some natural light in here. And so, light coming in here, it starts to irritate my eyes. I have very sensitive eyes when it comes to the sunlight here. Mostly because I'm usually in the darkness until I take Loki out for a walk. Why? Yeah, okay. Loki wanted to say hi. Loki, come here. You can't look for a toy this time. You just gotta come up. Come on. Come here. Up. Come on. Up, 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 up. Yes, you're a good boy. Oh, yes, you're a good boy. Yes, you're a good boy. Now he's looking for a toy or something. Oh, he's like, I have multiple toys, but he doesn't know which one to choose. Well, come here, let's see. There we go. This is the good one. This is the one that's like indestructible. It's a Zeus Fitness one. Loki. Ooh. Ooh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Shit. He knocked over something. Everything working there. Everything working there. Everything working there. I think we're good to go. Okay. Yes, you're a good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. There you go. Is that Yeep? Oh, man. Hey, Alex, to be honest, I think the quick movement back up was a fake out. What do you call it? I don't know what time frame you're talking about, but if you're talking about what happened over the last few minutes, this was hours. This is basically off of the Israel news. Usually when we figured out it wasn't too bad, the market kind of came back up to its senses here. But yeah, don't forget, overall, we're still kind of bearish here. It's not the end of the world, of course, but people are basically just going to be doing a lot of day trading on this. The swing traders are going to be, the swing traders are probably not doing all too much at this point. I would even say the people that are trying to short this market, they're probably waiting for us to make our way back up towards like 67,000, 66,000 before they try to short Bitcoin back down. So there might actually be some upside for Bitcoin if we look for the next like day or two. But we really just have to hope that we don't have any bad news coming out of the Middle East. That'll definitely end up ruining our picnic, so to speak. Looks like Morpheus. Oh, geez. Yeah, there you go. Kanye, this is your mind to take profits on the way up. Don't get stuck holding the fallen knife. Pimp by blood. What up, G? It's having time. There we go. Loki's having a good time, Selena. He just dropped the ball over here. He wants to throw it again, but I'm going to wait a little bit. We're going to go outside after this, actually. I guess after a year, we should be good. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. And hey, Vegas Nick, I know, right? I got freaking annihilated in Vegas. I was not ready for that. What do you call that? Walking at all. CMC not working for me. Dog whiff toy. I'm sure there's going to be some good ones there. What's it, man? How's, hello, LK. I don't know what that is. Oh, Loki's paw. Oh, he's doing fine. He's doing great. What do you call, I think he had an okay time there. He came back with a couple scratches, so I'm sure he fought the male dog over there. So I don't think I'm going to put him back over into that farm. Like he's doing, it's not like it's a bad scratch or anything, but it's a scratch that's like noticeable to me. So I was kind of worried about him when I picked him up. He was in good spirits, really happy, very tired and stuff like that from running around the farm and stuff. But I don't think I want him around with another male dog because I noticed the other dog had some scars too, which means like Loki beat the shit out of him, but Loki wasn't unscathed. So I'm being much more cautious where I send him next time because the dogs didn't seem like they had any problems when we were like hanging out and walking, maybe a little quick snaggle every now and again. And then Loki and him fought like once. But as long as the female wasn't in heat, it seemed to be doing okay. I wonder if the female started giving off some other scent or something which made Loki want to make babies with her again or something like that, and that kind of triggered them off. But he has like a little bit of a scar by his nose over here now, so I made sure he's doing okay. But yeah, he's doing fine. His paw's perfectly healed up though. The music stopped working on the Doge to Bitcoin channel. Let me see if I can fix that very fast. Go over here to a Gmail account. It's usually a pretty quick and easy way to do it. Start a bubble service and make sure all that's fine to go with. Yeah. Because that one controls the music for all the other streams, I think, as well. Now let's see, let's unmute the site. A little bit slow today, that could be something. Pretzel rock stations. Let's get some EDM music in there. All right, should do fine. Yeah, that should be good enough for that server right there. There we are. And hey, Francisco, I'm happy to see you back as well. I'm happy to be back here. Loki's a badass now with the scar. I know, but I was so sad when he got his scar. Like, I know dogs get them. I've never had a family dog or something like that. I never got a scar from a little scuffle at the dog park, you know. But I'm glad he ended up not getting like seriously injured or something like that. Doing any gambling in Vegas, all I was able to gamble was I think like $20. Like I literally had no time for anything. I thought I was gonna have some extra time to kind of hang out. I even wanted to do a meetup with people while I was in Vegas, because there was like 3 people that wanted to do meetups. But basically, Saturday when I got to Vegas, I flew in, got to my room, did everything fine there. Looked around and got my pass and all that type of stuff. Waited in line a little bit there. That wasn't too bad. Then around noon, a few hours later, my the Opus Clip team arrived. We talked for a while. We grabbed lunch, and then we decided to. They got their rooms and all that type of stuff. And I talked with Roberto Blake for a couple hours. Roberto is a big YouTuber that teaches people how to become content creators and stuff. He was also there as a content creator on behalf of Opus Clip. We were talking for a while. Then after that, we went to dinner. Then after dinner, I thought maybe I'd have some free time to talk to people. No, there were side events I had to go to. And these are with executives of large companies like WWE, Hewlett Packard, Telemundo, mega churches, the Mormon Church. I mean, like the higher ups to these people. So I was having a fun time over there, but going to those type of events. And then Sunday rolled around. Oh, and then Saturday there was a club event I went to mingle with and network. That lasted until 2 o'clock in the morning. Then the next day I woke up at 7 o'clock, so I only had a few hours of sleep. What'd I do? Went to the expo hall from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock. That was a journey in and of itself. From 5 o'clock to 6. No. Right after 5, we went to this bao place that sells the dumplings and stuff inside those steamed baskets. Went there to eat for 2 hours, 2.5 hours. It was really, really good. I enjoyed it a lot. It was really good. I was eating next to Sean Kelly. I remember the guy Twitch's YouTube channel. Really cool guy, really chill guy. I was talking to him about how cryptocurrency YouTube channel is working, kind of like how people like me, we make money in the space. And then after that, I went back with a friend to the hotel. We both took showers, got changed up for another late night event. And then after that event, we went to another club night. Then on Monday, again, 8 to 5, doing all that type of stuff. Then I went to my friend James's party at the Renaissance Hotel. It was like a pool party where there's a bunch of suits over there. Really nice guys. Got some really cool things from them. I got a leather battery pack. A leather battery pack. I didn't even know those things existed. It's like, those big old battery packs, but just has a casing of leather on the outside of it, which is really, really cool. Went there for a while, and then I crashed around like 9:30 because I was just exhausted. I was supposed to take my friend out to Fremont Street to go hang out for like a couple hours. No. I hit the bed and I fell asleep. And then plus Monday I had that ear infection thing I was telling you guys about, or ear plumbing thing, whatever you want to call it. Then Tuesday, same thing, woke up, 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock, how all that type of stuff. After that, I did a creator economy mingling thing for an hour. Then I went to Resorts World for another meeting thing for a couple hours. Then I went back to the hotel to change. Then me and my friend went to the Prime at Bellagio for dinner. And then we went to the club until 2 o'clock. And then Wednesday shows up. I go to the expo from about 8 o'clock to I think 12 o'clock. And then I had to check out and do all the other type of stuff. And then I went to the airport like around 2. And then I flew out. There was no time for anything. Sorry, I just kind of explained the whole rant to you. But it was hectic. It was so hectic. My feet feel like jelly. Like even getting out of bed today, I still can't just get up and walk. That's how bad my feet hurt right now. I'm going to invest in some really cool or really nice shoes. Remember, I get that bespoke suit coming in pretty soon. I'm gonna invest in the nicest pair of shoes I can find that have the best arch support, the best cushion support, so I'm walking on a cloud every freaking moment of my life. Because I never want to do that again when I'm in Vegas. Because normally when I'm in Vegas, remember, I'm there for like 2 or 3 days. That's how long I like to in Vegas. 5 days was pushing it. All of that working all day, every day, no sitting down at the clubs. That all but one club doesn't allow you to sit down unless you pay for the table, you know. And there was no way I was paying for a table at a freaking corporate event. It's not, you know, the club isn't lit like that, if you will. So yeah, it was just wild. But yeah, I think I was only able to gamble like 40, 20 bucks. I lost it all, which is fine. I was up 100 bucks, but you know how when you keep on playing, you just lose it? That's basically what happened. But I got a lot of free complimentary drinks from that, which is really, really nice. And a lot of my drinks were extra, extra strong because I usually will be very nice to bartenders, and they'll make your drinks very, very strong and really, really good. So I was happy about that. And hey, Tom, we did it. Happy having, fam. It's going to be a nice next few days. Well, at least I'm hoping it is. Regardless, we're going to see some volatility here, and there'll be some nice moves. But yeah, Vegas was really, really nice. It's nice to be flown out by a company, especially down in Vegas. And remember, they flew me out not for just 1 or 2 days. They flew me out there for a whole, 5, 6 days. And on top of that, I know I did a lot of like walking and mingling and stuff. I didn't really have to present or go up on stage or doing like that. All I had to do was network and, you know, have a good time. And I had a very good time. My feet just didn't have a good time. That's the gist of it there. But I was talking with some moderators for some larger events. I got to know some people for some of those crypto events coming up. So I got all the numbers I need, all the context I need. So going down the road, you know, I know the moderators for CES now. I know the moderators for all the content creator things. So I can do some events for YouTubers, crypto YouTubers, stuff like that, which would be really, really cool. And I got those numbers, so which will always be really nice. And I don't have to necessarily, like, how do I say? It'll be the expo itself kind of inviting me. Maybe not, you know, Dogecoin might not fly me out, but, you know, Money 2020 might fly me out. I hope Dogecoin can fly me out to one of their events, though. I'd really, really enjoy that. Even if they have like just they're a big sponsor of an event, just because I do have that 24/7 Doge stream, and I've been keeping that alive for years now. I think I deserve some applause for that. Not really from you guys, but from them. I just appreciate you guys watching it. Bro, need a foot massager or feet massager? I got one. Does my calves, my feet, wife massage, can't do shit. What do you call it? I almost had time to have. They had massage people in the expo. They had like multiple massage booths for people, and I just didn't have time to get my feet massaged. And I felt like if I did, my feet were just gonna hurt so much because they were in so much pain during certain parts. You know how like you wear dress shoes one day, then you wear normal shoes the next day. The normal shoes worked out fine. I wore dress shoes one day, and my feet never recovered from then on out. Hey boy, how you doing? Are you doing okay? You doing okay? Yes you are. Yes you are. Like here, look at Loki very fast. God, it's getting sunny out here. Look up. Yes, you good boy. Come here. Up. Come on, up. Up. Come on, up. See, you see that little scar right there on his nose? That little thing right there? I know it's kind of hard. You can see that pretty clearly. That's what he got over there. So I was pretty irritated about that. Oh shit. I didn't hit what I wanted to hit, but that's okay. But yeah. Overall, the trip was fantastic. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm going to be going to a lot of expos, and I met some really large influencers across YouTube that aren't in the crypto space. So it's kind of nice to kind of broaden your horizons a little bit. I guess I already know a few large ones from a Discord channel I'm in called like Partner Discord or Partner YouTube Discord. But it's nice to know some of the ones in the expo scene that go to some of the largest events, and some of the ones that have like millions of subscribers. And you can just chill with them like the normal guys because they are just normal guys like to have a good time. Especially in Vegas, right? Buy Hoka shoes? Ooh, I'll have to write that down. That sounds pretty nice. Sounds like you need a vacation after that. Very much so. very, very, very much so. Because I thought I was going to have like a lot of free time after the expo. Like, you know, I was like 8 to 5. Sure, I'll be fine. No, no. After 5 o'clock, you had to go till 2 a.m. on most nights, and I was just going for it. Oh God. I'm happy some of my friends took a lot of photos and stuff like that, because I did not take as many photos as I wanted to. Like the one photo I think Opus Clip took, I was gone, right? See, there's me in the plane, but like, I think I was gone at the clinic because of my ear, like this one, right? Thanks for joining us at NAB show. Roberto Blake, we're having a blast. So this is Monday, I think. See how I'm not there? It's because I was in the freaking clinic getting my ear checked out because I was got fucked up. What do you call it? Just a horrible time. Roberto, all guys nice. And then there's Connor, Dustin, Grace, Rebecca. Everybody having a really good time here. It was a really, really good event. I don't know if they had any pictures of the booth besides that. No, they'll probably post more, I think, over the next few days. But yeah, so it was a fun time. The NAB show was absolutely magnificent. It was a really, really fun time. I was just busy as can be. Estimated halving date March 3rd, 2028. Let's go for it. Oh yeah, I bet you meant for you. I figured it. Oh man. And that Dogecoin has the most views? Of course it does. I've grown that thing for a long time, and I've made sure that the Dogecoin stream has no what you would call it, no ads. Like here, check this out. If YouTube doesn't want to be a butt about it. Content, live. Look at this, look at this, look at this. $3.94. Last 365 days. Oh, I guess I reset it recently, didn't I? But basically, 44,000 views, only $4. That basically means one of you guys did a Sapphire membership on this stream, and that's what happened, right? Revenue, nothing. Yeah, a membership and a super chat and a membership. That's basically what it is. Whereas if you go to another one here where I do have ads, like let's say this one right here. Last 7 days, $33. Again, not a whole bunch of money, but it has ads on it, right? Last 28 days, last month, it ranked in $133. Well, that's about how much it costs to keep that stream up and running. So, you know what I mean? I'm taking a loss on that Dogecoin stream, but I like it a lot, so I keep it up there. Plus, it's to pay homage to where the YouTube channel started. Nike Invincible 3 best, most comfortable shoes. Ooh, those ones sound actually pretty nice too. This reminds me about Disney. My feet were killing me. I bought some cheap shoes. Boy, I sat in a wheelchair. We were there for 14 days. Yep. Sometimes it's just nice to have it that way. There's no reason to be in pain. I mean, like for me, yeah, I was in pain, but I just didn't show up prepared. I didn't understand how much walking I was going to be doing and how much standing. I'll learn from it and do better next next time for sure. But again, there was a lot of cool stuff. I learned a lot of new AI stuff. I went to the Black Magic booth. That thing was absolutely massive. I went to some nice dinners and whatnot. It was very, very good. I wish I would have taken a lot more pictures. I met some really cool people from around the space, whether it be like, Opus Clip clients or just people in the YouTube space. Absolutely phenomenal people. Really, really great people. Soak feet in warm water, Epsom salt. That might be kind of nice too. The showers have been really, really good. Chick Bitcoiners, yeah. Chick Bitcoiners? What's a Chick Bitcoiner? Chick Bitcoiner. Hey, Selena, happy to see you. What's up with Doge? Not much. Dogecoin hasn't been doing anything here. It's following Bitcoin pretty much the same way. Here's the weekly chart for you. Nothing. Still consolidating. Not much has been happening. I wish there was something exciting happening. All we're seeing is a death cross right now. Overall, still a little bit bearish, but I wouldn't say terrible. Just cold and steady, going sideways. I wish there was something more interesting to say. Well, a lot of altcoins are in the same exact spot right now. Sideways or downtrend. Those are pretty much the only things. Rarely are going to see something in uptrend. Even something like WIF, which has been trying to make some good moves, as you guys can tell. Right? Still having some issues. Still in this downtrend overall. Had a small breakout here, which was kind of nice, but overall, again, didn't have that big move back up. Hit a level of resistance and you got out of it. And you know the reason why? Because the daily was still bearish. The daily was still bearish. So you got to be careful how long you want to stay in these trades. It's getting there to be bullish. It's getting there. But you're going to want to see that trend line from here to here going off. That breakout is what you want to attack. Even if we have a death cross, it still would be fun to try to play that one up at least until around 434. You know, you probably buying that one about a little over $3 to $4 up here. That could be a nice little move. Still, gotta wait for some of those larger moves to kick off here. 15-minute chart for Bitcoin. Looks okay, not terrible. The 1 hour chart, I think we see an opportunity to start having a reversal for the next few hours. 2 hour here as well. 4 hour, we're getting close. Usually when we have these golden crosses between the 20 and 50, they've had some pretty decent returns on them. Right? So I'm hoping we can have a nice little move back up here to what I say earlier, like 69,000, 70,000. I doubt we're going to go all the way and break all-time highs or something, but a small move is still a move we can make some money on as far as trades are concerned. And Bitcoin's finding some ways to hold on here. Brooks expensive 101. Oh, I used to have Brooks shoes. Yeah. Knees and back are appreciative. Oh, there we go. Women who Bitcoiners. I just don't hear the term all too much. I think I probably have more women watching my channel than most. Maybe I think Crypto Wendy has the #1. But my audience... .6% are male. Like, there are people in the crypto space that I know where it's up to like 98% male. I'm pretty happy to have 10% female traders in my channel. I'm happy about that. Let's see over here very fast. There we are. No worries, Mohammed. NHL, happy to see you, man. I know Vegas has been keeping me busy. Lots of opinion on Horizon. It's probably the same as the majority of these other tokens out here. But hey, Tyler, I hope you're doing well, man. Overall, we're just kind of going sideways. I do see one thing that's pumping up right now, and that's ID token. It's doing a little bit of something. It's consolidating after a pump. We're going to see if I can take another big pump here pretty soon. A lot of other stuff is not looking as good as this. It's trying to make that move. I'm hoping that Bitcoin can make the same move, though. That's what I'm hoping for here. I just want to see it go whoop and have a larger move there. There we are. Now, let's do a little bit of a break. Last 24 hours, what's doing fine? Dog with Head is up a little bit. AR is up a little bit. ICP is doing just fine. Rune, Tia, ENA. So there are some nice moves bouncing off those lows we saw last night. Ooh, some spicy ginger. Dogecoin, yeah, that's fine. Fetch AI is doing okay. So, I mean, it's fine. As far as the Bitcoin halving is concerned, I think people are probably talking about it a little bit more at this point. It's #2 on trending on X. Raw news alert, bunch of people arguing. Of course they are. Bitcoin halving completed. Don't go long in Bitcoin here. You get liquidated, especially if you have a high leverage. The fuck? I see an arrow going towards 68,000. I can't tell if that's a joke or not. That's way too much stuff to have on one monitor. Let's see. Block 840,000 had 37.626 Bitcoin in transaction fees. Holy crap. Wow. Well, somebody wanted to be part of that, I guess. #8 is Bitcoin halving 2024. So definitely some good exciting news there. Let me see. There was something else I was going to check, but I just escaped my mind here, so we should be okay. And hey, Multi, I try to be well-spoken. Sometimes I'm a little bit more pizzazzy, as you guys know. I just need to focus on getting more sleep here over the next few days. What's been happening is I've been waking up when the sun hits my eyes, which has kind of been like around 5:30 to 6:30, or I think it's like 6:30 in the morning. I just, before the sun hits your eyes, so obviously like the sun's up a little bit. And so I've been waking up. So by the time I want to stream around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, I'm already too tired to do so. So I think I'm going to try to get some curtains for my window. Not just your typical slide down curtains, but something big and bulky to kind of block it out. So maybe a little bit of light gets in there, but not like, blinding my eyes when I wake up in the morning. And that way I can sleep until like 8 o'clock or something. And then from there go on throughout my work day. Because I don't really think I have much to do in the mornings besides a few calls every now and again. That's usually pretty simple. Did I see any sports figures Raiders? No, I saw people like executives for Sinclair Media, executives for NBC Universal, executives for Sony, executives for IBM, executives for the Mormon Church, just a whole bunch of stuff, but they're more on the corporate side of things because a lot of them are trying to put some of their content like work into short form content, and they just don't know how yet. So they were trying to talk with Opus Clip and do some fun stuff with them. It was nice. I mean, they're really, really nice people. And then I met a whole bunch of cool guys like, I don't know, let me see if I can find him. Like this guy, James Hicks. YouTube isn't his main thing, but this guy's in a lot of businesses and he just knows a lot of people. I mean, the amount of like these side private parties he got me into was absolutely insane. The guy knows everybody. And I like those guys that know everybody because I wanted to be one of those guys that knows everybody. But I don't go to Vegas enough to know I'm not talking about just like an influencer here there. He knows a lot of the top 2 influencers. He just happens to know them and is friends with them. A lot of executives, he just happens to know them. And and I'm just like, how? It's absolutely wild. So really cool stuff. A lot of cool people. I'm really happy I was able to meet them in person after talking with them for so long online. What's going to happen to Fetch and Ocean after the merger? They're all going to merge along with Ajax to make one new coin, it looks like. And then after that, basically what I understand is going to happen is there's going to be a new coin made. That coin is going to be sent over to exchanges. If you have Ajax, Ocean, or Fetch AI on those exchanges, they're going to remove those tokens and they're going to give you the new tokens. That's basically what's going to happen. And the value is still going to be the same. It might be plus or minus a little bit. I think it'll just be plus a little bit just to make sure you get what you're owed. And I think that's what's going to end up happening. Now, if you have those tokens in a cold storage wallet, I don't know. I think you would have to move them onto an exchange. If you have them staked, I don't know what's going to happen with those ones. I'm not entirely sure, but I believe if you just have them in a spot wallet basically on an exchange, you should be fine. If you have an open long or short position when it comes to leverage or futures, I believe those trades would just be closed at a certain point, and then you would have to reopen those trades using a new ticker, which would be whatever new ticker they come out with, I would assume. You hate daylight savings? Oh yeah, it's not good. Were the execs there to buy and promote Bitcoin? No, this was, the show is called NAB. It's the National Association of Broadcasters. So basically there was a whole bunch of YouTubers there, like YouTubers broadcast, we broadcast. Think of the storage of YouTube, like the storage. Think of Hollywood going there. So Hollywood executives looking for all the newest camera equipment, the newest projectors, the newest ways to store their media, the newest tools to make their teams work more efficiently, the newest radio tower signal stuff. I mean, everything when it comes to broadcasting was there. They even had this cool creator economy section. So like here, creator economy NAB right here. Right? the creator economy, amplified who participates, who profits, you know, all this stuff. I mean, this isn't really the stuff I wanted to show you, but basically a whole bunch of speakers talking about all the ups and downs of AI, content creation, that type of stuff. I mean, there was so much stuff. So much stuff. Let me see if I can go over here to maybe NAB show YouTube. I think they have a YouTube show or a YouTube channel. All right, so they're gonna probably post more here because I only see stuff from a couple days ago. But you can see people waiting in. Just did that, right? The Black Magic Design booth. It's huge. I mean, they literally took all this stuff just from the Black Magic booth. AWS Learning Lounge, right? People giving presentations and stuff like that. 750 sessions, 136 countries, artificial intelligence. I mean, you know, it was a lot of stuff. Creator economy, 16er Sage. That guy was there. I forget his name, but he's a really chill YouTuber. He's like retired now. I watched his talk. It was interesting. You know, a lot of crazy stuff. I wonder if they have. No, I think they have a. Do they have an about section? Or yeah, they have an X section. Here we go. I wonder if they were. I mean, they had Terry Crews there. I mean, it was a pretty great time, you know. JVC was there. Just every company you can imagine in broadcasting, they were there. Your Green main member board. I don't know who these people were, but you know, just I have no idea who these were. Do I recognize these people? Nope. NAB show highlights. I have no idea. Las Vegas NAB show. Simplify. There's one of the expo halls in the morning hours, looks like. That guy taking his photo. Oh, Casey, yeah, Casey Nestat, whatever his name is. That's the guy I listened to. I wasn't there for that part. I left because I was leaving. But you can see, just crazy popular, lots of stuff to do. I was hoping they might have something from the creator economy there, but I don't know if that was their main focus at that point. April 18th. VIP color meetup. See all these side things that happen? There's a whole bunch of side meetings that happen on these expos, and I didn't go to even a quarter of them or even a tenth of them. There was just so many you couldn't make it, but you tried to make it to as many as possible because you got a whole bunch of invites, you know? And it's just, you know, nice to be there, even if you're there for like a half an hour or something like that. A lot of people were there. So many people were there. UK Pavilion, Zero Density, you know, there's green screen tech there, broadcasting, TV tech, you know what I mean? Creator Lab, so there's Roberto Blake, right? He was doing his thing up there. Whatever that stuff is. Camera equipment like that. There was a whole bunch of cool stuff. But it just so much, like just so much. Look at that. Camera on the back of a bike. That's the type of cool stuff you saw there. Tech chat, whatever it was, you know. Lots of chill stuff, I'll just say that. You can keep on going on here. There's so much stuff being talked about. But, you know, all the cool stuff happening in the world of broadcasting. Not like, you know, you think of a news station, that's part of it. But, you know, YouTubers, content creators in general, how everybody stores their information, how Hollywood makes movies, all that type of stuff. Projector technology, all of it. It was great. Blackout curtains, get them and get some sleep. I know, what do you call, I have some blackout curtains. They're just not large enough for the room upstairs. They're large enough for that window right over there. But I do need to get some large ones. Or a silky black sleep mask. Oh, a sleep mask might be kind of fun though. Loki might get freaked out if I'm wearing it. What's Dogecoin supposed to be doing? Probably supposed to be going sideways along with Bitcoin. We haven't heard much news around Dogecoin as of late. We're just going to have to see what Elon Musk is doing with them as far as X is concerned. And I think Elon Musk is still working on the payments platform. I think that'll be fine. It's still in a work in progress. He's not being lazy about it. He just takes time, right? On top of that, I think X is also working on bringing Vine back. And I think that'll be really cool. especially because there's a good chance now that TikTok is going to be banned. And if TikTok is banned, I don't think they're going to sell it. I think they're just going to close it down and take all the data and go back home. You know, back to China. I think that's what they're going to do. So I don't think it's going to be necessarily good for anybody. For the average person, most people, if you guys use TikTok, you're going to be forced to go over to YouTube, Reels over, you know, from Facebook, or you're going to have to go to TikTok. But I don't know if TikTok's algorithm is necessarily fantastic just yet. I think they're doing some good stuff. But I'm going to start posting a lot more of those Jerome Powell, Janet Yellen, Joe Biden, Donald Trump, Kamala Harris, and whoever Donald Trump chooses to be his running mate. I'm going to do a lot more of those short form content things there. And whatever else I find, really, whatever else I find, I'm going to be having some fun with it. Because all these AI tools have been really, really great. There's this website I think I have over here. Is this it? Polytools? There you go. You know, there's a lot of tools in here that I could probably use to make some better content, whether it's writing tools, AI tools, and stuff like that. That should be okay. Oh, website's breaking a little bit on me. Let me go over here. There we are. But yeah, I'll be looking at a bunch of stuff. 61,000 attendees. Big. Oh yeah, it was very, very, very big. Very, very big. Civil servants from contracting. LOL. There was a lot of people there. I mean, I know there was a government pass you could have gotten if you really wanted it to. I really wanted to, but I'm not a government worker, as you guys might have have imagined. There we go. All right, let's see. Not bad. Yeah, so far looking okay. All right, but okay, buddy. I'm going to end the stream right here. Nothing really crazy has been happening. I'm going to take a quick break to get some more tea and stuff like that. And I'm going to hop on live, I think, in probably like another hour. No, another 2-3 hours or so. Overall, the big gist for Bitcoin here, since the chat's kind of getting a little bit more quiet, I'm going to say that we're still in this channel. Nothing crazy has been happening so far. We should see Bitcoin try to most likely make one last attempt to push up here towards $70,000. It may come only back up here to $66,000, $67,000. That's fine, but it's going to try to make a pretty large move. It just depends on where we get ultimately smacked down by. All the other charts were kind of slowing down a little bit on the downward move. That's nice. As long as you don't have any more Israeli-Iranian hoopla, I think we're going to be fine for the next couple days here. Really, the big thing happens, or the nastiness happens, when you start talking about what happens maybe Sunday or Monday, Tuesday. Because if we make another pop up here, it still looks like we would ultimately make that drop and break down. So just be aware of what's going on. We're not really in a bearish situation just yet. The day we have the MACD turn back to being bullish, I will let you know when I'm more excited about Bitcoin. I will let you know. But at this point, I'm just dollar cost averaging, taking it easy, and making sure that I'm not too overexposed in case the market takes another nasty move and we start heading back down here towards $52,000, $53,000, $54,000. That'd be the worst thing ever, because as you guys know, you would be losing money, which is definitely not a good thing here. Like I said, I'll be back a little bit later on tonight. I'm going to give my voice a bit of a break. My voice is definitely not in the best of circumstances, but still okay, right? Still fun. So I'll see you guys a little bit later. It was fun chatting with you guys. The Bitcoin halving has come along and it is past. So now we have to wait a few more years for the next one. But the supply crunch is going to be real. You guys are going to feel it. It might not just happen in the next 20 minutes or something. Okay, so hold on tight. It will happen.